Hello folks, we're going to do a review today of my second Tissot PRS 200. This is a watch I acquired last year in mid-2025. This is another timepiece that I've been looking for a while, and one became available in relatively good condition on the second-hand market, and so I acquired the watch. So now let's talk about this watch and look at the specification of the watch. So this watch was available in the high streets in the UK around about 2004 to about 2009, 2010. The watch retails typically around about the £400 mark, sometimes a bit more. And it was shown in various colours in the window, because it's a highly polished finish, it looked quite spectacular and really caught my eye at the time. And now they're available at a good price. You can pick them up for a couple of £100, sometimes a bit less as well. But quality and the condition is important, because if the bracelet is not in good condition, it can take away from the beauty of the watch, because it's a high polish finish and you don't want to wear a watch where the bracelet's been heavily scratched. Okay, so this is a quartz movement. It is a very good quartz movement, a Swiss quartz movement caliber G10.211. And as I've got the other Tissot, the one that you've seen in the review on YouTube, that I bought about 6 years ago, around about 2020, and has been a real wonderful watch. I've worn on holidays, beautiful summer's watch in it's a steel finish, no gold, all steel finish, but with it's called a panda dial. It's got a navy blue and white sort of colour scheme on the dial of the watch. So this is a chronograph. So in a chronograph watch, you would expect several faces, wouldn't you? So there we have it. As you can see, it's an absolutely beautiful watch. I love this bracelet, and I love the two tones, and it is in very good condition. A battery in this watch typically lasts about 2 to 3 years, a Renata battery. So it is a good timepiece. To tell you a bit more about it now, the case is a stainless steel, good quality stainless steel, and the case diameter, if we exclude the crown, is about 40 millimeters. Including the crown, it is about 42. I think it's best to have both measurements. And if we look at the water resistance of this watch, it's got a screw-in crown. It has a 200 meter water resistance capability. It is sapphire glass, so that holds up really well to sort of daily wear. And the bezel is unidirectional and has a good level of resistance. It's not too soft like some cheaper watches are. And it also has a diving extension clasp on the back. So if I just take that out of its sponge case there, you can see the watch there. When I say high polish finish, it means that the casing of the watch and the bezel is finished, in a very, very mirror-like steel finish. It's absolutely gorgeous. So the watch, the dial face, is actually like a champagne colour. It's not white. It's like a metallic beige sort of colour, and then the markers on it are sort of that green colour. I've checked it in light as well, in dark, and it has a very good lume. And then if we look at the watch, it's got a lovely bracelet, as we can see here. Then it has the Tissot PRS 200 markings to show you that as well. And there we are. And then the diver's extension is also in there as well. So it does open up a little bit more to give you a bit more kind of like fitting if you are taking it diving as well. The watch, it's got a screw-on back, as you would expect in many good dive watches. And if we bring it around, the lug width on this watch is a very interesting 19 millimeters, 19 across there. What else can I tell you about it, really? Yeah, so the case thickness is 12 millimeters. So it's quite a thin watch, quite nice. I've got 7.75 inch wrist, and this watch looks probably a little bit on the small side. I think my sweet spot is 42 millimeters, but 40 millimeters without the crown can still be worn. It is a beautiful watch, and if you get it at the right price, it's a real bargain. And a watch not to be embarrassed for wearing. It is a Tissot. It's a Swiss brand, well regarded, with a very rich heritage history in watches as well. So now I'm just going to do a quick wrist shot for you. So there you are. Beautiful watch. A real gem. If you can get one in this two-tone silver and gold with that champagne dial, it is a gorgeous watch. Oozes quality, doesn't it? And that high polish finish. The PRS 200 made a different variant. Tissot made a different variant of it after this watch. Many watch enthusiasts actually prefer this variant, which was circa 2004 to 2009-10. The variant after this had a slightly bigger casing. I think they pushed it up to 41, 42 millimeters without the crown, but it changed, and I think it changed not for the better. I think it has a different feel, but hey, that's still a Tissot. This is still a Tissot, and it's all about personal preference in it. And I know that if I ever wanted to sell this watch on, I've got plenty of people wanting to buy it, as I find if I ever sell a watch. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the review, and do leave a comment if you like. Thank you. Bye-bye.